Yeah, I think Ari. I don't think it would be wise for Ari to take Flash. What with Spirit Rush being a thing, so heal would be the only other possibility. Exhaust wouldn't have been great.
The problem is that Spirit Rush is an ultimate, so there's an entire laning phase before level 6 that, as we've seen with Brandon and Connor, he might come into play and kind of start to decide, the table, or that's not the phrase, basically decide the outcome. So, let's see here.
Yeah, I think I'm placing too much emphasis on the post-6 game. It'll be interesting to see what happens before then. Ari won't have the mobility. Elise won't have the
well, she's got
spider.
Yeah.
Oh, of course she has.
Yeah, I feel like she does. So, the game only really changes for Ryan at level 6, or his strategies and whatnot, or his tools available is better, because Luke's game still drastically changes at 6 as well. Oh, I guess there's still Skype mixing or sound issues going on. So.
For the stream viewers, are our voices kind of balanced now? So there were complaints about Jonty's voice in the last game and mine a few minutes ago being overpowering. Is that still the case now, viewers?
Well, it's also, I think, a case of mine being pretty quiet, and they've just said to restart Skype at the end of this, so I'll just lean into the laptop, I suppose, and then look weird to anybody who's going to look into this room.
Okay, yeah. We've got, it's less bronze strategy now. There's no more hugging turrets. The two players feel kind of confident going into the lane.
They're now going past the torches, which is something we haven't seen before.
Okay, and here come the minions. So we're going to start to see last hits, and let's see what the two players have maxed. Neverial hasn't taken anything yet. Whereas is that neurotoxin?
I believe so. There's the orb reception, so we've got something out. And so Ryan seems very scared of Luke straight off the bat. Luke's already pressuring him, and Ryan's just going to back up. Okay, there's the trade going out, and so Luke seems to be content to just take a neurotoxin for an orb deception, which I'm not. Oh, there we go. There's some damage. But he just kind of straight up took the trade. He didn't really attempt to look out for the orb deception, or he's just going to tank it up. And I don't know.
Yeah.
If he keeps doing that trade, I feel like neurotoxin won't break even, or he's just going to try to get Ryan to waste all of his mana.
Yeah, there needs to be at least an attempt to dodge it or to outrange. Now, Ari got the level 2 advantage there, and with minions was able to kind of zone Elise a bit, but the health potions got Elise back in contention.
Okay, but now that's mainly his big form of sustain gone. He can't really enter Spider form all that well, because that leaves him wide open for charms and orbs of deception and whatnot. So he's going to have kind of an issue. I think mainly he's just going to have to hope that he can dodge Ryan's skill shots and run him out of mana.
Yeah, as you say that, Ryan's down to about half mana, but and down to a third. It's the Orb of Deception that's taking quite a chunk out of the mana pool. Elise is now being reduced to farming under the tower. The creep score is more than double on Ryan's side.
What's noteworthy is that, I see Ryan casting out all these Orbs of Deception, but Luke's mana is still also kind of suffering as a result too, and I haven't really noticed him casting anything. I've seen him, throw out a Spider Lane once in a while. I guess maybe the animation for Neurotoxin is just not that noticeable. But I've never really seen him in range to use that on Ryan, so.
Yeah, I believe that's the case as well. I haven't seen a single cocoon come out, which I guess is a result of Ari's good positioning behind the minion waves. Yeah. But yeah, spiders and neurotoxins will completely take chunks out of Ryan.
Ryan's going to punish, but he's... Alright, so Luke's basically out of mana, which is not the end of the world for Elise, because you can always go melee. And now that Ryan's got maybe one more skill, there was the... Oh, and he's going in. Charm comes out. He barriers.
Ooh.
Okay. So no big harm, but there's 2 summoners down for Luke. And no kill.
Just to confirm, what's your stream time?
My stream time? 4:47.
Alright, you're about 7 seconds ahead of me then.
Are you spectating from the client? Or are you spectating from my stream?
I'm spectating from your stream.
Okay, it's delayed a little bit.
Okay, so you'll have the up-to-date on what's happening.
Yeah, Jaunty was using the in-game spectator client to just kind of see things at the time that I do. I don't know. I don't remember setting any sort of delay on OBS, so I think that just does it by default.
Yeah, I guess I'll commentate more thematically than play-by-play if I'm not up to date then.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't make. I guess that supposedly makes it odd for the person in the Skype call. Okay, here we go. So both people have shopped now, and we're gonna basically see a reset at the level 1, but now it's more deadly. And we got the cocoon out and just a neurotoxin.
Yep, using the spider form to get right in there, which I suppose is the time to do it rather than getting poked in the lane phase.
Yeah, he's seen that Ryan's going to have the poke advantage, but we're going to hit level 6 soon, and then Ryan's going to have a bit more all-in. Ryan's mana has basically gone down. He's popped this Brill Pot, which I believe just gives him AP and... Oh, he's going in!
Yeah.
And the cocoon, or not the cocoon, the repel. He goes in, and first blood to Ryan.
Yep, very well played there. I'm just getting that on stream. Elise using skills well, apart from the cocoon at the end, but in essence, very well played by Ryan, using his Spirit Rush, hitting the skill shots when it mattered, and let's be honest, that's how to play Ari.